Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Botshelo Sello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share the videos. So what we're gonna do for today is we're gonna check our midweek review. We're gonna check the analysis that we did on Monday. We're just gonna check how they're going so far. All the pairs that I showed you, they went smoothly. So I'll just start with Nasdaq100 so I can show you what happened. Let me just go down to the smaller time frame. If you remember correctly, we were looking for buy entry on the Nas100. I think actually this pair was on the 15-minute time frame, if I remember correctly. So as you can see, we saw that it's a continuation pattern to the upside, so we were looking for buy entries on Nasdaq100. I think it was the 15-minute time frame. So it went as planned. As you can see, it went as planned. Price broke. I just zoom in it for you so you can see it better. So as you can see here, the price broke, went up, started to reject, came for a retest. After coming for a retest, went up and rejected again, but I was still holding because as you can see, I had a bigger stop loss. This is the 15-minute time frame, guys, don't be scared. Then as you can see, never took me out, went up, took it to break even, went up, then dropped again, but it already hit my target. So my target wasn't that much big, but the risk ratio was 1:3, as you can see. And then here, if I wanted to enter again, I was gonna get an entry here. Let me just show you on the 5 minutes. I'm sure it is. Just wanna show you on the 15-minute time frame. Sorry for taking this time. No, this one is the second entry that I got. So as you can see, this is a continuation pattern, but if you go down to maybe smaller time frame, maybe like the 1 minute time frame, you'd see that it's a continuation pattern. So it's something like this. Let me just show you quickly here. So if I wanted to enter the trade again, I was gonna get an opportunity to go in, but didn't like this pattern here because it's a small one. Obviously my target was gonna be here on 90% through, so it was gonna take me out with profit again, but I didn't enter it. So I waited for another continuation pattern. As you can see, this is another continuation pattern that I saw. I did enter the trade because as you can see here, let me just put it clearly for you so you can see. As you can see here, it broke. I didn't go in. You know, I normally like to enter the retest. So it broke out, came back, did a retest, then that's when I entered the trade, moved heavily. Then I took my trades to break even. So it started to reject here, but I thought no, it's gonna go back to the upside. So as it went down, it took me out on break even. I had no loss for this trade. The only profits that I got was only on this trade, but this one here took me out. As you can see, the strong zone normally shows you that there is a strong zone, but normally I trust my setup, so if it's on break even, I don't mind. So it came back heavily and took me out. After that, you can see that, let me just go down to bigger time frame so you can see it clearly. After that, you can see after it took me out. So I normally do not re-enter trades like this because I know that they're not going my way because they took me out. So as you can see, it moved heavily to the downside, still going down, but I'm seeing a pattern here, so I'm just gonna wait for a clear pattern. But as you can see, it's starting to reject. It's showing us that there's a strong rejection here on the zone. There's a strong rejection. So what I'll do is I'll do my pattern and just wait. Now what I will do is this is the 15-minute time frame. This is what I will do. So as you can see here, it's rejecting. I'm gonna place my entries on my phone. I'm gonna do my entries now. But as you can see, I'll just put my stop loss here. Then my target is gonna be here. So the risk ratio is 1:5. So normally on indices, I don't hold for long. Just it on the 15-minute, 5-minute, then. So I'm just entered this trade now. So I'm gonna see how it goes. But my stop loss is tight, as you can see. Stop loss is very tight. If it does take me out, I'll just extend my pattern and put it like this, because now we're seeing that the zone is much stronger. So what you can do, it's something like this, but I'm already in. If it takes me out, it will take me out. So this is what I'll be waiting for. If it goes my way, wait it to break, come back for a retest, then that's when I'll enter my second trade. I only enter my second trades when I'm in profit with the first trade. I do not enter a second trade while my other trade is on loss. That's not how I trade. That's not how I trade. So obviously, if this one goes into profit, wait for it to come break. After it breaks, come for a retest. That's when I go in with my second trade. Then I go up with it. Instead of entering, I don't enter second trade while my first trade is on loss. I don't do that. So this is what we'll be waiting for on Nasdaq100. I'll still be waiting for a buy entry. As you can see, this is a beautiful continuation pattern to the upside. So if it takes me out, because it's like this now, if it takes me out, I'll have to evolve my pattern, then get another entry, then we go to the upside. So I'll just have to wait and see how it goes, but my stop loss is tight, so I won't worry about anything. So the second pair we're gonna check is gold. Let me go down to the 1 hour time frame. Also gold went as we thought. I entered the trade somewhere here, then I took my profits. I think it was down here, because I didn't put my TP here on the 90% though. It was somewhere here, so it took me out with profits. As you remember, on Monday I showed you this reversal pattern to the downside, so it did hit our 90% though here. So now what I'll be waiting for is for another entry. I'll be waiting for another entry on gold. As you can see, it's creating another reversal pattern to the downside. Creating another reversal pattern. So this is what we will be waiting for. Let me just put it here. Sorry. This is what we'll be waiting for on gold. As you can see here, it was our third touch and it started to reject. So this is what we're gonna wait for. Break. Retest. Then we're going down. This is gonna be our first target. So as you can see, it's starting to reject here. It's starting to reject. So it's showing us that it doesn't have the momentum to go to the upside. So just waiting for it to break. If I saw this, I was gonna enter here, the risk entry, but I didn't see it. But I'll get my entries. Even if I miss the first entry, I'll obviously get the second one. There's no need for me to enter here, because if I do so, my stop loss will be much bigger, and I don't like that. So just wait for it to break, come for a retest, then going down with it. As you remember, the target that I showed you somewhere here. So what we're waiting here for on gold is it for it to come to this price here, then we're going to the upside. So let me just go back to the 15 minute. Just want to check if it rejected. Yes, it did reject. As you can see now, in a few, in just 2 hours or so, it's gonna break, come for a retest, then I'm going down with it. Just check it carefully, be on the lookout. You know, it also has a hyper value. So the last pair we're gonna check is GBP USD. Let me go down to the 1 hour so we can see it nicely. So here what it did, as you remember lastly, I showed you I was telling you about the bigger correction. So here I did see an entry, but I didn't go in because it was a bit messed up. Now it's on the 15-minute time frame. I'm amazed now that I'm saying it was a bit messed up, but it didn't go. So meaning I didn't put my trend lines properly, so I thought that it was something like this. Let me show you. So normally when it does this, I leave it and wait for another pattern, because it broke, then came back again into the line, then it's going back again. So normally I do not enter something like this, but I didn't put my lines properly. But if I did, see, it was a nice entry, it broke, came, and this is a rejection, went up. So I didn't see this entry, but here is the entry that I saw. let me see, it hasn't took me out on profit. So here I'm just gonna get another entry. I'm already in this trade. It took me out on profit, took me out. My TP was here, so it did take me out, but I'll wait for another entry. Obviously, let me just remove this. Obviously, I'm waiting for another continuation pattern in order for me to know if I'm going in or not. But it took me out of nice profits. GBP USD also has a high peak value, so this is what I'll be waiting for in order for me to enter this trade again. I'm gonna wait for a continuation pattern, then I know that we're still going to the upside. So this is what I'll be waiting for in order for me to go in again, then, or it might come here for a retest. We'll see how it goes, but I'm expecting a continuation pattern in order for me to go in. So even this pair target is still, let me go to the monthly. As you can see, our target is still that big, so it's gonna come up to here, but it's a long way. But we'll be going in and out of this trade. So thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Like the video and share it with your friends so they can get valuable content. So thank you guys for watching my video. Enjoy your day.